Picture a man enveloped in legend and debate, a figure whose name evokes both heroism and ruthlessness. General Armstrong Custer, the notorious cavalry commander, has left an indelible mark on history. Yet what truths lie beneath the tales of his exploits? What hidden stories remain buried, yearning to be told? From the Civil War's bloody clashes to the infamous showdown at Little Bighorn, Custer's legacy is cloaked in enigma. In this episode, we'll explore the untold chapters of his life, revealing the realities history has long concealed. Prepare to question what you know and uncover the contradictions of a man whose influence on Native American history endures. So settle in, and let's begin this captivating exploration. As you watch, don't forget to like and subscribe to support our community. In the records of military academia, Custer amassed a staggering list of infractions, unmatched by any before him. Though he graduated at the bottom of his class, his intelligence was never doubted. When faced with severe consequences, he would buckle down and fight his way back. His existence was a paradox of recklessness and rigor. Fresh from West Point when war erupted, Custer's battlefield prowess quickly proved his command ability. Knowing his sole asset was his own life, he seized every chance to advance. He thrust himself into peril to stand out, leading his men from the front. With horses felled beneath him and clad in eye-catching uniforms, Custer made himself an unmistakable target. His bold attire mirrored his audacious deeds. He never shied from setting the example, immersing himself in the deadliest battles of America's bloodiest conflict, yet emerging nearly unscathed. Custer credited his survival to sheer luck, earning commendations for bravery from his very first fight at Bull Run. His string of dazzling cavalry feats made him a media sensation, with the New York Tribune dubbing him a hero worthy of legend. His Michigan Brigade, many soldiers twice his age, idolized him, charging into the war's fiercest battles while proudly sporting the scarlet neckties he made their emblem. Amid the chaos of the Civil War, Custer's leadership, daring, bold, and electrifying, was exactly what his men needed. On the battlefield, perception is everything, and Custer mastered this truth. He played the part of the fearless commander, rallying his troops from the front, sword in hand. This iconic image of Custer at the helm graced the cover of Harper's Weekly and became inseparable from his name. After his victory at Gettysburg, he rose as one of the war's most celebrated officers, dubbed the Boy General. He remained in the thick of combat until the very end, accepting the flag of surrender when Robert E. Lee conceded at Appomattox on April 9, 1865. His esteemed superior, General Philip Sheridan, gifted him the table where peace terms were signed, along with a note to Custer's wife, Libby, "Permit me to say, madam, that few in our service have done more to achieve this outcome than your valiant husband." Notably, Custer was one of the most photographed men of his era. He grasped the power of imagery and how to wield it. His flamboyant style and flowing locks evoked the romantic ideal of the knight-errant, crafting a persona both striking and calculated. He groomed his image with care, scenting his hair with cinnamon oil and reveling in his youthful, almost delicate features. Custer's fusion of feminine grace and masculine grit, of refinement and raw courage, made him an anomaly. While some dismissed him as a showman, his theatricality mostly served him well. In the late 1800s, public figures needed a degree of spectacle to captivate audiences, and Custer delivered. Yet after Appomattox, peace proved harder than war. Though he'd risen to major general during the conflict, he reverted to a mere captain in the peacetime army. The military, once a force of millions, now stood at 30,000. Promotions were rare, and the vibrant officer corps had faded. Adrift without the war's relentless tempo, Custer turned to his anchor, his wife, Elizabeth "Libby" Bacon Custer. "Oh, Audie, we must die together. Better the humblest life shared than the grandest apart." These words from Libby, his steadfast companion, guided him through the uncertainty. "Let me reaffirm to my darling that while I live, she is my everything. If fate calls me, my final prayer will be for her, my last breath will whisper her name, and heaven will wait until we reunite." Their tale began in Monroe, Michigan, where Custer, at 14, moved in with his half-sister to attend Stebbins Academy. By 1862, he returned as a dashing 23-year-old captain on General McClellan's staff, one of Monroe's most eligible bachelors. Libby, 3 years younger, was the luminous daughter of Judge Daniel Bacon, the town's most coveted young woman. Initially unswayed by Custer, she succumbed to his relentless courtship. Despite her father's objections, she was drawn to his unwavering devotion. Libby was not just beautiful and sharp-witted, she was everything Custer desired. Their love was fervent, almost idealized. "Oh, how precious he is! I adore him so. His words echo in my mind, his kisses linger on my lips." Libby's writings reveal their profound bond. "Sometimes, I lose myself in thoughts of him. If such love is madness, then I belong in an asylum." Together, they embodied the romantic ideal of the gallant soldier and his lady, a life of thrill and passion Libby cherished. Custer's meteoric rise eased Judge Bacon's doubts, and they wed on February 9, 1864. Though their honeymoon was brief, Libby eagerly joined him at the front, defying convention by staying close to the action. Whether in tents or makeshift quarters, she remained his constant companion. In many ways, Libby was as formidable as Custer. Their lives were entwined, a shared pursuit of greatness. She believed in his destiny and vowed to stand beside him. Apart during battles, they poured their hearts into letters, often spanning 20 pages or more. He called her "my rosebud" or "my darling sunbeam," while she affectionately dubbed him "Audie" or "Beau." From the start, they saw themselves as one. "When I reflect on my recent triumphs and the praise heaped upon me, I know she'll hear of it and take pride in her boy," Custer wrote. "Remember, my love is so deep that my life is fused with yours." Their bond was one of mutual respect. "I won't surrender my identity, but as a wife should, I'll become part of my husband, a life within a life," Libby declared. "I never admired submissive wives, but I look to my husband as wiser, guided by his judgment in all things." She dedicated herself to advancing his career, convinced he was shaping history. Finally, in late 1866, Custer was offered a post with the 7th Cavalry. Was General Armstrong Custer as much a charmer off the battlefield as he was a leader on it? Thanks for tuning in to History Central Empire. Like and subscribe for more gripping tales.